Hello, 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 hello. How are y'all doing? Good to see you. I'm actually in my bedroom again tonight because my husband has taken over the living room and I really don't want to be in the office because I was home and so I don't want to go back to the office. So I'm just going to find this live, pull it up. If this actually turns out to be really bad, I'm actually connected to my phone. I'm connected to 4G on my phone because we have such a big house that the Wi-Fi can be really screwy upstairs. It's good, but it's not good for streaming like this. So if it turns out that I'm just going to pin this to the top. Oh, unpin. Someone has already pinned it. My God, you guys are fast. I tell you, like seriously fast. Okay, pin to featured there. I've done it to the top now. So, yeah. So I decided to do this live here at home and get into bed with you, and it'll be really good fun. And we'll have some girl time. And Mr. Bud, my Boston Terrier, might join us. I'll just get it all set up here. Get a pillow from a computer, and we're gonna have a pajama party and cozy down in bed. It's gonna be such good fun. So anyway, hi is everybody? Kitty Cat Joe is here. Nice to see you. Yvonne Stevens Lackey is here as well. Good to see you too. This is really, and I've got Mr. Bud, my Mr. Bud's blanket behind me here. I'll just put it out of the way. I really wanted to do this live because we've had so many questions into customer service, and so many people are kind of, worried, or not worried, but they really want to join the program. And we've already had like 700 people join, I think, since we opened it on Friday, which is phenomenal. But I know there's loads of you on the fence about joining Extreme Body Makeover. And I just thought, you know what? If I can give you a little bit of guidance or answer your questions or whatever, about joining the program, or even just questions in general, if you have questions, fitness questions that you want me to answer, I'm more than happy to answer those. I really am. This doesn't just have to be specifically for Extreme Body Makeover, but the one thing I would say is if you are in the Extreme Body Makeover program, I don't really want to answer program specific questions here tonight because you guys have your own group and your own coaching, and we've been like live in there constantly, and I did another live today, and we've been doing Q&As, and it's been like phenomenal in there, as you guys can imagine. So I'd rather not answer program related questions tonight if I don't have to, but listen, I don't know how many people are going to show up. It seemed the group has gotten very quiet after the challenge last week. Normally, the week after the challenge, like the group is still so busy. And I don't know what happened this week. The group is not quite so busy. But anyway, I'm here. You're here. Whoever turns up will turn up. We'll have fun, and it'll be grand. Right, I'm just going to pull up the graphic. I will take questions from here. Oh. Maya's saying the connection isn't the best visually. Audio is all good though. Do you know what? It's just the streaming. I'll just go downstairs. I'll take you all downstairs. I'll go downstairs to the dining room. It really is very frustrating. Not being able to be in my bedroom because I love being in my bedroom for doing the lives. It's really annoying that I can't be. So anyway, doesn't matter. I'll take you all down to the dining room. It's just that the dining room chairs are hard, and so I don't like sitting on them. I know what I'll do. I'll take you into one of the other rooms here, and where this is actually a comfortable room. No, it's fine. I can use in here. Thanks anyway. So let me just get the light on. There we go. So I'll do it in here instead. And I just need to I would need to click off my phone and click on to Wi-Fi. So we may have like a very momentary disruption for a second while I do that. So just let me click over to my Wi-Fi, and don't go. If I freeze, don't go away. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. I'm now on Wi-Fi. I have full signal. I'm gonna get cozy. Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay. There. Now we're all cozy together. Sorry for all the messing around. I really am upset that I can't do the lives in my bed anymore. I don't know why. Right, so you guys are saying you can't hear anything. But my sound is definitely on. Can you guys hear? Just check. Just somebody give me a, just let me know that you can hear, because, yeah, you guys can hear me. Oh, okay, perfect. Right, so let me pull up the graphic where there were questions and see what you guys were saying. This is where I'm going to take the questions from first, and then I'll take questions from the live here as well. I like to make sure I'm in the center of the screen. It's very important to me. I don't know why. I think it's my OCD kicking in. All righty. Okay, here's the first question from Terry Ataji. She says, how much is it to join? Terry, you can just go to the sales page and have a wee look. So if those of you who don't know or haven't joined yet, Extreme Body Makeover, full price is $997. That's for 9 months worth of training. It's not a 6-month program. It's a 9-month program, because you get 6 full months of training with a chance to win $10,000 every month, with a chance to win another 20, 10, 5, 3, or 2,000 at the end. And then you get an additional 3 months of coaching after the program has ended to move you into either your next program or more of a maintenance phase. So it's $997 full price. You can pay $197 for 6 months. Both of those options give you the competition access. Or if you want to spread the cost a little further and you're not interested in joining the monthly or the competition at the end, you can spread the cost over 12 months, and that's $97 a month. And it is an absolute and utter steal for what you get. I know people are like, $97 a month, but like, listen, if you, in here in Belfast, if you went to a personal trainer twice a month, it would cost you more than that. Twice a month. It's £50 a session for a personal trainer, which is £100 a month for 2 sessions. And you don't get meal plans. You don't get additional help. You don't get any of the stuff that we do. It's literally a steal, an absolute steal. Okay, what else have we got here? Some of these are asking very program related questions. Okay, there's something I want to answer here actually, right? So Stacey Diane is saying, I'm going to have to wait until the next 6-month challenge you do. My focus priority is getting my son through high school right now. Then my life is my only end. Until then, I'll keep doing my own routine and wait till next time. So I want to tell you guys something for anyone who's waiting for next time. So do you see the sweatshirt that I'm wearing here? See this logo on it, Only Fitness. So Only Fitness is my new company that I'm launching. I've been building Only Fitness for 2 full years. I have had a full team of coders on staff. I haven't been using an external app building company, a full team of coders on staff building Only Fitness. Only Fitness is a social marketplace for the fitness industry. What does that mean? It means that anyone who wants to start a business in the fitness industry, even if you are a coach or a masseuse or a physio, or whether you're a PT or a fitness trainer, or whether you just are an online fitness influencer and have an Instagram account or a Facebook account and you want to build a business online, I have built a platform which is free to use, free to sign up to. It's free in every way. The only time you pay is when someone pays you, and we take a small percentage. So the biggest question I get asked from people is, how do I do what you've done, Kim? How can I build a business like yours? And I say to them, or I used to say to them, well, you need a website and you need a designer and you need someone to do your PDFs, and then you need someone to do your Facebook ads. You need to design the Facebook ads. You need to record the videos, and you need an email marketing software, and you need a copywriter, and they were like, oh, no. It's far too much. And so the barriers to entry to starting an online fitness business are enormous. And so because this was a question that people kept asking me, I kept thinking, how can I solve this problem? How can I solve this problem? So I basically took my entire business that I use to run my business, which is a very complex set of systems, and I designed it and built it into one app. And the app is called Only Fitness. Now, it's got a web-based app. You can download it from the App Store, but you can also use it on the internet. Someone's asking, is this live or is this recording? This is live, okay? This is live. This is really me. So why am I telling you about Only Fitness? Because Only Fitness has been building now for 2 years, and we're launching it, I think, at the end of the summer. That's the tentative date that we've set for it. I don't know that we are going to run another Extreme Body Makeover program. But even bigger than that, I don't know that the Sculpted Vegan as a company will continue to exist in its current format. because Only Fitness is going to be a billion-dollar business. The way the business model is set up with viral sharing, the way it's set up with, I mean, this is what I hope it's going to be. I like, my goal is to sell this company for $1 billion at some point. And to do what we have done is an exorbitant amount of work. Now, once Only Fitness launches, I envisage that I will move the Sculpted Vegan business onto Only Fitness, but I don't know. I can't promise. I'm not saying we're not either, but I can't promise that we're going to continue to run the company as it's being run now, with the challenges, with the prize money, with all of those things, because I want Only Fitness to be my primary business. So whenever I see people saying I need to wait for the next time, and I get it, like, I'm not saying that you should focus, you should, you should, if you need to get your son through school and you've only got 3 months left, like, I get that that should be your focus. And I would never, ever say that it shouldn't. But for anyone here who's thinking about joining Extreme Body Makeover and they're thinking, well, do you know what? I'll just wait till next time. There may not be a next time. And I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm saying that because I'm now moving. I want to move my entire company only over to Only Fitness. And I want Only Fitness to be my entire company. And if it takes off the way we think it will take off, the way we're planning for it to take off, then my entire team's focus is going to be on Only Fitness. And the Sculpted Vegan may cease to exist. Not entirely, but in its current format. So if you are waiting for the next time, I would advise you don't. Don't wait for the next time, because there may not be a next time. And I just wanted to make that clear, because I've seen a couple of people saying, I'm just going to wait to the next time. But isn't it funny how as human beings, we just assume that there will be a next time? We assume that the Sculpted Vegan will be around forever. We assume there'll be another competition. We assume there'll be another challenge. We assume there'll be another time. We take so much for granted as human beings, just like we take, life for granted as well. We think we have time, and then, we get hit by a car and we realize we don't have time, like we're dead. So I think that there's, we always think that we have time, or we always think there's a next time. There may not be a next time. So I just wanted to bring that up, just so you guys know. Shayna Cook, question. I did a bodybuilding figure competition a few years ago, and the goal was to cut to look good for one day. Are these after pictures sustainable indefinitely, or is it just for the look for one day? This is a great question, Shayna. So it depends on your goal. Whenever we run a competition like the Extreme Body Makeover, of course you want to look your best on photo day. And so it kind of is like a bodybuilding competition, because for a bodybuilding competition, you want to look your best the day you stand on stage. But if you give up training after you've competed, and you stop training and you stop eating clean and you stop doing cardio and you don't set yourself another goal, then your body will change, and it will change for the worse, in my opinion. So the competitions aren't designed to look good for a day or look good for a month or look good for whatever. They're designed to get people to the end of a 6-month journey with a goal in mind, and then give you another 3 months worth of coaching to maintain that goal. But nobody is ever going to look as good as they do on stage day or on competition day, because on competition photograph day and in our competitions, our members put on tan, makeup, they do their hair, like they make a real celebration about it. They make an occasion out of it to celebrate the end of their journey. And they do a water drop, to get rid of all the excess body or like the excess water. They feel so good. They do carb loading in the last week. Like, we really treat this like you are standing on a bodybuilding stage, and it's so exciting. So these programs are not designed for that. They're designed to give you a permanent body composition change and to get you started on a long-term fitness journey. But we can't make people continue. It's up to the person to continue. We can't make them continue. And so it's up to you. Like, there are some people who finished Extreme Body Makeover who went back to their old ways and put all the body weight on, or the body fat on. And then there's some people who were in the top 10 who have, yeah, they put on a little bit more body fat because that's necessary when you're building muscle. But, I'm thinking of Elka, I'm thinking of Grace, I'm thinking of Misty, I'm thinking of Carrie, I'm thinking of Susan, I'm thinking of these people who were in the top 10. They have an Alex Quiros, like they've continued on their journey and they look better now than they did. Now, do they look better in terms of as lean? No, probably not. But they do look muscular, like super, super muscular. And now, whenever they shred off again, they're going to look even better. So the goal of a bodybuilder is to build muscle and then shred it off to see what's underneath, and then build more muscle and then shred it off and see what's underneath. Bodybuilding is very cyclical. At the minute, I'm in a bodybuilding phase with no real intent to shred, but I have kind of started half-heartedly, tentatively started a type of shred at the minute where I'm doing 45 minutes cardio a day. I've only done 2 days of it. I've cut about 200 to 300 calories out of my diet, but I'm not tracking. I just know how to cut 200 to 300 out. And I'm going to see what body fat comes off. And then I may set a bigger goal to do a photo shoot, but I may not. I don't know. So that's the lifestyle of a bodybuilder. I train 4 times a week. I've put on a phenomenal amount of muscle. I always look good because I keep my body fat around 15 to 17%. And that's the lifestyle that I would hope for every single person who joins one of my programs. And that is possible as a lifestyle, but it's completely up to the individual. And it really depends on how much you fall in love with training, and it's how much you enjoy the process. And that really determines how much people continue on. For me, it's a way of life. I can't even imagine not training. I can't imagine stopping training. I can't imagine losing the muscle that I've built. And I think that that's the thing. That's the difference between building muscle and losing body fat. Whenever someone just loses body fat, it's relatively easy to lose body fat. You don't actually have to work that hard for it. You can lose a lot of body fat very quickly, but you cannot build muscle quickly. And so I think that whenever someone has really built muscle over a long period of time, they really genuinely have a hard time letting go of it. Because whenever you've spent that long building it, you know how hard it is to build it. And so you don't want to let it go. And the thought now of me losing all of the muscle that I toiled and sweated for, it would almost be like losing my company. It would be like losing, the money that my company has made. If I lost my entire company, I would feel an enormous a loss, a hardship, because I've worked so hard to build it up. And so it's the same with your body. Whenever you work really hard to put on a lot of muscle, you definitely don't want to lose it. So I think the people that end up putting it back on are the people who are just focused on fat loss. Whenever you're just focused on fat loss and you lose body fat and then you put it back on and then you lose it, and then you put it back on, then you lose it and you put it back on, yeah, it's hard to lose it, but it's not that hard really, right? You just need to eat a little less and exercise a little more. But to build muscle, that's a long, long, long game. It's like building a business. I'm now in my 7th year of business and I'm in my 7th year of building muscle. And this is the year in both bodybuilding and in business. This is the year that I've looked at my body and gone, holy crap, look at what I have built. And it's the year that I've looked at my business and gone, holy crap, look at what I've built. It takes to year 7 to really look in the mirror and go, wow, like this is part of who I am. This is who I am now. And it's the same in bodybuilding. It's the same in business, but most people just give up too soon. So if you get there, you really don't want to lose it. And I think that's really important. Question. Let me see. Okay. Actually, I'm not going to answer extreme body makeover questions. I'm going to answer other ones. So Lavon Murphy is saying, my concern or hesitation is the huge difference in the top prize money. I already know and understand the spiel outlining the health benefits outweighing the prize money, the value of the program, not doing it for the money, etc. Last Extreme Body Makeover was $100,000 top prize winner. This Extreme Body Makeover is $20,000, which is equal to the 8-week shred. I know margins and profits. Yes, I should have done the program 100% last Extreme Body Makeover to place, but I didn't. I still have regrets. Yes, I know you're giving away $10,000 every month, but it's by chance, not for progress or transformation. I'm just so frustrated with myself for my slow gains and progress recovering from life-altering illnesses and a kidney transplant in 2020. I'm afraid to push too hard lifting weights. Okay, I'm trying to get to the question, Lavon. She says, yes, I know. Yes, I know. I should not do it for the money. I got that. I would have the body I want in 6 months, no prize money, but money is so tight and there's so many things I could do with 100,000. She says, I don't want to be negative. I'm just being honest. I'm usually an extremely positive person, but I'm just not feeling it right now. So Lavon, I hear you, right? So in the last competition, we offered $100,000 top prize, 50,000 for second, 20,000 for third, 10,000 for fourth, 5,000 for fifth, whatever, I think whatever it was. It was a huge amount of money. Like it really was an absolutely huge amount of money. But it was also a huge investment and a huge cut into profits for the company. So let me just break it down for you. This program has $100,000 prize fund, right? The last one had $190,000 prize fund. After we paid, last time we marketed the program, we spent nearly £300,000 on Facebook ads, so $275,000. So we spent 120, 240, 200, 340, about $340,000 on Facebook ads. So our costs in the last program, upfront costs, were $340,000 plus $190,000. So that's 440, 540, 530. So our upfront costs were over $500,000. And we made about just over $1 million in gross profit. So let's say 1.2 million. So not 1.2, sorry, just over $1 million. So let's say we made $500,000 in profit for a 6-month program. You might go, oh, $500,000? My company costs $150,000 per month to run. I'm just giving you the breakdown here, right? $150,000 a month is the running costs of my company. So after we did the last competition with that prize money, it was an experiment. I'd never given that amount of prize money. But after we ran the last competition, and what's that? 5,864. So we made about £350,000 profit from the last competition. My running costs of my company are £120,000 a month. So I got just under 3 months cash flow from the last competition for a 6-month program. And that doesn't include the money we paid the coaches, the money we paid Mark Getty. That doesn't include any of the software that we had to use. That didn't include anything, right? That was literally just to run the program for 6 months. And it gave me under 3 months cash flow. So as much as I love giving away massive amounts of money, I have to balance the needs of the company. And I can't run a 6-month program that gives me 3 months cash flow because it doesn't make the company viable, because it uses so many of the resources of the company, like the coaching. It uses so many of the resources of the company. So I had to take the learnings from that and the failures from that, which was, yes, it was an epic program, but it made us under 3 months cash flow. I can make 3 months cash flow from a 4-week program. So that's why we are not offering the $190,000 prize fund. But here's the thing, we are offering $100,000 prize fund. So I've really only cut the prize fund by like $90,000. But let me tell you as well why we haven't done the big prize at the end, because monthly, what we have realized through running our company is that no matter how much people say they want the big prize fund at the end, it doesn't keep enough people motivated to get the transformation. We only had 10% of people enter the Extreme Body Makeover program from who had purchased it. But whenever we started running weekly or monthly competitions with our other programs, and we started offering cash on the spot prizes, we find that our finish rate went up to over 50%. I think it was 70% in the last program. Like 70% of people who purchased the program finished it. So although the monthly pictures aren't related to transformation, they couldn't be in this program because it's not a fat loss program. The first 3 months are muscle building program, and you're not going to be able to see people's muscle underneath a layer of body fat until they strip it off. So we couldn't create monthly challenges related to transformation for a 6-month program, unless it was a 6-month diet. If it was a 6-month diet where everybody was obese and the goal was to lose as much body fat as possible, then we could do transformation. But with the way this program's laid out, with it being 3 months build and 3 months shred, we couldn't possibly do a monthly transformation. But we know that submitting monthly progress pictures, taking a weekly progress picture, because you still have to work for it, right? You still have to take a progress picture every week with the sign that is sent out, and then you have to send in those progress pictures at the end of the month. And so keeping people accountable in that way, and then giving $10,000, like 6 chances to win $10,000 as a spot prize, like that is massive. And if you think about it, we're not selling 3,000 or 4,000 programs here. We've only sold 700. So you actually have a really good chance, because not everyone is going to enter the competition. Not everyone's going to submit photos. So you actually have a really good chance of winning $10,000. So that's why we decided to do the $10,000 spot prizes every month instead of prizes related to transformation, because 1, you can't measure the transformation, and 2, entering a competition every month actually keeps people motivated month to month. And my most important thing, my highest value, isn't making as much money as possible. It's getting you the result. It's getting you the result. And that's why I've decided to change it this way, because more people are going to get the results this way. Because although $100,000 seems like a lot of money, and it is a lot of money, 20,000 is also a lot of money. And so you've got 20,000, 10,000, 5,000, 3,000, 2,000. Like, even though, 2,000 isn't a lot, you could win one of the $10,000 during the challenge. You could win it twice. Like, if you win it once, you're not prohibited from joining it again. And then you could win some of the transformation money at the end. So I hear what you're saying, and I hope that's helped to explain it a wee bit more to you. But I really wanted to explain like the business and how I make the decisions that I do, because people, once you've offered that amount of money, people are like, well, why are we only getting 20,000? I get that for an 8-week program, But really, this program is about getting you the result. I think that part of the problem as well is too many people join for the big cash prize, and then they don't end up following through. And what we heard from so many people last time, like you were saying it yourself, they're like, like you said, I joined and I didn't follow through, and I'm kicking myself for not following through. So the 100,000 didn't even motivate you this last time. So what makes you think it's going to motivate you this time? And so I feel that we've done the research, and we found the monthly transformations, the monthly putting in the photos are actually the thing that keeps people motivated and gets them result. And believe me, $100,000 is lovely, but the women who didn't win any money still said that they got into the best shape of their lives. And then one more thing before I move on is that quite a lot of women who didn't win actually rebounded really badly and went back to their old body shape and worse, because they were so invested in this life-changing sum of money that they didn't win, that they almost felt suicidal, like they felt depressed after it. And I would never want to be responsible for someone feeling that way. So I think when it's a lottery, you don't feel like it's directly related to you. But whenever the last time people were so invested in these enormous amounts of money, and there can only be 10, there can only be a top 10, there can only be one winner. And honestly, when people didn't win, the reports that we were getting back was that they were angry, they were hurt, they were disgusted, they were angry with the company, they hated themselves. And I would never want to be responsible for that negativity. So what I find is the more money you offer, the crazier people get. And I don't want to be responsible for making people crazy. So we found the sweet spot, and we feel that this is a much better way to do it. And all of the women who've joined have all joined because they want the transformation, not because they want the money. Normally I push the money. Normally I'm like, the money, the money, the money, the money. And so people join for the money. And when you join for the money, you'll fall off the wagon and you won't follow through. But when you join for the transformation, you can see it, you can taste it, you can feel it, it becomes part of you. You're much more likely to stay motivated. And that's ultimately what's going to make you happier in the long run. Great. Oh, Lavon, you are here, I think. And wasn't it you who asked? Oh God, the bloody thing's disappeared now. But I just want to check. I'm pretty sure it was you, but I just want to make sure. Yeah. So really good. Okay. Hang on just one second here. I just want to make sure that I'm in the right group. I hate it whenever you close Facebook and then it bloody well disappears. But anyway, I can see your name, Levon. Good to see you. Okay, so let me take some more questions here from the chat. And we'll see. So Yvonne Stevens Lackey. Question. I have about 40 pounds to lose. I have a lot of loose skin on belly and abs. I think I should keep going in the previous shred, then maybe join on again. Then maybe later on, join again on a current challenge. I'm thinking it's going to take me more than 6 months to get my body changed. So I actually addressed this. I'm going to talk over the top of this. We were chatting about this yesterday, I think in one of the lives. And I can't remember exactly how much Elka, the winner of the last competition, and you've seen her photos everywhere. I'm going to check with her how much she lost, but I'm pretty sure it was 22 kilos. 22 kilos, which is 48.4 pounds. I actually think it was more than that. I don't know why I think it was, but I think it was around 50 or 55 pounds, which isn't that far away from 48. But I remember her telling me it was maybe 52 or 54 pounds she lost. So if you have 40 pounds to lose, you're so much better to do it over 6 months. But here's the other thing. I have no hesitation, none whatsoever, in recommending this program to someone. And I'll tell you why. Because this program comes with unparalleled levels of support. The group is small. And so therefore, the coaches are all over it. It's the only challenge that we have running. The coaches are in there every day. We're advising people on their body fat. We're telling them, should they do a lean build, a hard build? Where Mark and Laura are doing daily motivational videos from the gym. I did a very impromptu live in there today because I could see questions coming up and I wanted to answer them. The level of coaching and support that we're giving in that program is completely unparalleled. It's literally like having a coach on speed dial. Any question you have about nutrition, training, supplements, training to failure, what program you should be doing, how to change and exercise. I have a girl who was asking me about Crohn's disease the other day. She said, I have Crohn's. I can't eat some of the food things. What should I do? And I said, leave it with me. I'm going to do a bit of research. I have Crohn's disease open as tabs here. I know a lot about Crohn's, but I'm looking into the different foods for her so I can create her a plan, right? So I can say to her, this is what your plan should look like on Crohn's. There's nowhere else in the company do you get a personalized plan from the founder of the company, right? There's nowhere else in the world you get a personalized plan for this amount of money from the founder of the company. So yes, you can wait to achieve your goals. Yes, you could jump on another challenge in the future. I'm pretty sure before Only Fitness launches that we will be offering other challenges. But the bottom line is, I'm just going to hide the question out, like Only Fitness is launching at the end of the summer. I don't know if we're going to do other challenges. I'm pretty sure we will, but I have no promises that we're going to run another 6-month challenge because 6 months challenges take a lot of bandwidth from the company. And I don't want to sacrifice the growth of Only Fitness by having to coach and staff a 6-month program. So honestly, extreme body makeover, Yvonne, really is, if it's in your budget and you can swing the money by saving it in other areas. I've seen women who've canceled subscriptions, they've canceled Slimming World, canceled the gym that they don't use, they've canceled, their weekly takeaways and their bottles of wine. Like they've cut back and canceled things to be able to make this program free for themselves because they're already paying those things anyway. So by stopping paying them and moving the payment over here, they've easily been able to afford the program. So if you can afford the program, I have no hesitation in telling you that you should do it because this is the program to change your body. This is the program where you're literally going to change your body and change your life. And I'm very passionate about it. What else have we got? Facebook user is saying, do you plan on having challenges in Only Fitness then? Or will it start as a pay by month? No. Only Fitness is a free app. Only Fitness is like Instagram. So whenever you log on to it and you scroll through it, it's very much like Instagram. You have a home feed, you have your personal page, you can set up as a creator or you can just set up as a user. If you set up as a creator, you set up a Stripe account, you link it to your Stripe bank account. You can You can choose to charge a subscription to your page, your paywall. So people can't see your content at all unless you subscribe, or you can choose to make everything free, or you can choose to do some free stuff and some pay by post stuff. So it's a business. It's a way for people to set up a business. So we will set up our own Sculpted Vegan page on Only Fitness. And we also built communities in there as well. So everything I use to run my business, it has communities, it has email marketing built in, right built into the feature, broadcast features. You can segment your users based on, what the content they've consumed or things they purchased. Once they purchase, they can automatically get added to a group. It's going to be phenomenal. We're obviously going to set up Sculpted Vegan on there, but I don't know what that's going to look like, right? I don't know if we're going to run challenges. I don't know if we're going to give stuff for free, if we're going to sell stuff, if we're going to do live videos. I don't know what that's going to look like. But let me tell you, the company as it exists at the minute will not exist in its current format, I would say, in 12 months. So just don't be complacent, right? Don't be like, oh, I'll sign up for the next program. Genuinely, I don't know if there's going to be another program. And that is the honest to God's truth. So, but it won't be a pay by month format. No, you'll be able to go on and consume all our content, and we'll probably sell PDFs and that kind of stuff. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to do it. Okay. Oh, I love this. Kim is saying, I can wait. Should just mean I can't wait. I'm going to put funds on my prepaid visa this afternoon. If it works, I will see you in EBM. Kim, great name. I will see you in EBM. Very excited for that. Tanya is asking, I'm wondering about the hard build cardio. In the instructions, it says no prescribed cardio, but I think I remember you saying to keep your steps up throughout the day. Thoughts? So the thing about the cardio is that if you're doing a hard build, like, you want to remain active, because the more active you are, the fitter you will be, the more you can lift in the gym. Like, a squat set takes a lot out of you. Today, I was training in the gym with Mark, and I was doing, after my incline hack squat, I was like out of breath for a good 5, 6, 7 minutes afterwards. Like, it was like I had done I'd sprinted 100 meters. And so it does take a lot out of you cardiovascularly. So you absolutely want to stay fit, but you just don't want to be sacrificing any muscle gains. You don't want to be doing scheduled cardio. There's a difference between cardio, which is I took the dog for a walk for an hour, and scheduled cardio, which is I was tracking my heart rate. I'm within my fat burning zone, and I did it for a prescribed amount of time, which stayed consistent over a period of time. That's prescribed cardio, okay? Scheduled cardio. The other type of cardio is just went for a walk with the dog. I rode the bikes with the kids. I went and played basketball with my son. I climbed a mountain with my husband. Like, that's cardio. That's everyday living. You want to be active and live every day, but you don't want to do prescribed cardio within a specific heart rate, within a specific time frame. That's what you want to avoid. Okay. April is saying, I can't wait to join come the 1st. I can't wait for you to join come the 1st, April. I'm excited. And Laura's saying, same here. Laura, see you inside the program. I'm excited. Tammy saying, where are the competitions? So I'm not sure what you mean by this. We run competitions all the time in the Sculpted Vegan. Don't know whether we're going to be doing them in the future or not. But we are. Oh, this is so lovely. Thank you. Sculpted Vegan is such a beautiful name. And so are you. You're so lovely. Thank you. You've done so well. It's been a one-of-a-kind, excellent thing to be part of and to witness. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I am really into growth and learning and becoming bigger and better. And that's always been my goal. And the Only Fitness is really the next thing for me. Like, oh, that's Pam. Hi, Pam. Okay, so there's no one there. It really has been the next step for me with Only Fitness, so I'm really excited about it. And for those of you who have followed me for a long time and who've been with me, like, it's been fabulous to have you guys along in the journey. There's some people in the company who have literally been with me from day one in 2017, and they have witnessed me go from skinny yoga teacher to global multi-million-dollar empire. And it's been, it's been a crazy, crazy ass journey, thinking I only started 7 years ago, but I've loved every single minute of it. And thank you so much, Pam. You're very, very sweet to write this. I really, really appreciate it. Okay. What else have we going? I'm trying to think. What else we have here? Here's Beth saying, as much as I like the possibility of winning the money, I never do things for that reason. The main focus should be on losing weight, getting in shape. It is true, but the money is a great motivator. Let me tell you why I started offering money, because I had always tried to get shredded, right? I'd always tried to lose body fat, get shredded, always tried to change my body, but I always fell off the wagon after like a period of time. I never stuck at it for a long period of time. And I really thought that it was because of me. I thought it was because I was doing something wrong. And I remember years ago, my I remember my sister decided to train for a bikini competition, and I didn't really even know what bikini competitions were, but she was going to the gym regularly and she was really strong and she's naturally naturally bikini shape. And the guys at the gym who she used to train with, they were all competitors, right? And they used to watch her training, and so they used to chat with her and spot her and help her and all that kind of stuff. So they talked her into doing a bikini competition. She really wasn't that keen. And she said to them, as long as I don't have to change anything about what I'm doing, I love my food, I don't want to stop eating or whatever, then I'm happy to do it. So I said, no, you won't have to change anything. So she trained and trained and trained until it got to the time when she had to diet. And so then she started dieting, and she had a very specific diet she was following. We were all laughing because Carrie wakes up in the middle of the night to eat cereal. She has the fastest metabolism you've ever known in your entire life. And so she was following this prescribed diet, and she really started losing a lot of body fat really quickly. And you could really see her quads popping, and she looked amazing. And she came around to my house one night, and she had her bikini with her. And she just bought her sparkly bikini, and she put it on. She tried it on, and I looked at her and I was like, oh my God, I wanted that body. She was muscular. She'd cap delts. I'm in far better shape than her now, which is funny. But I was like, I want that body. And I was so filled with longing to have that body. But I was like, how the fuck am I ever going to have that body? I don't have the money. I don't have the time. I'm not a member of a gym. I have young children that I'm looking after. I had all the reasons in the world why it just wasn't obtainable for me. And it's not that I'm afraid of hard work. I'm not. I genuinely just looked at it, and it seemed so far away from where I was. I was like, I can't even imagine, getting to that level. But I remember just having this longing inside and thinking, I really, really want to do this. I really want to do a bikini competition. I would love to be in that kind of shape. But I never did anything about it. And then I was always dieting. I thought that the best way to get the body shape that I wanted was dieting. And I used to diet and diet and diet and diet. And then one day I looked in the mirror, like I told you in the master classes. I was walking through my yoga studio wearing a thong and a sports bra. And I turned to look at my butt in the mirror, and I had an epiphany in that moment that I looked at my bum, and I was like, oh, it's got the ripple, this crepey skin on the side of it. And it wasn't fat. It was really tiny, but it was saggy. It didn't have any structure in it anymore, like a young person's glutes. And I was like, I had this epiphany of, if losing body fat isn't working. Up until that point, I used to think I literally thought I could shred my way to my perfect body. And I had shredded down. At one point, I was a UK size 6, and I'm 5'8" tall. So a UK size 6 is an American size 2. I was like a stick insect. I was emaciated whenever I was riding the horses when I was younger. I didn't try to be that way, but I was. And I thought that if I ever got down to that tiny, tiny body shape, that I would have this incredible body. And I didn't have an incredible body. I was just thin. I didn't know at that point that it took muscles to change the shape of your body. And it was only when I found Emily Skye in 2016 online by accident. I found her Facebook page. Her stuff started coming up my Facebook feed. And I was like, who is this goddess with this incredible body? And as I studied her body, I realized what made her body so amazing were the muscles. She had muscles in her glutes. She had muscles in her shoulders. She had muscles in her legs. What made her look phenomenal was the muscle. And I got the same feeling when I looked at Emily Skye as I did when I looked at my sister Carrie. And so I bought her program immediately. Did I start it? No. No, I didn't start it. I didn't do it. Why not? Because the pain of staying the same was not greater than the pain of change. When I read the program, I thought, I'm going to have to go to the gym, I'm going to do this, I'm going to have to meal plan, whatever. It's like, suddenly the pain of staying the same was here and the pain of change was here. And then as I looked at the program, the pain of went like this, right? And the pain, as I talked about this week in the masterclass, is the pain of staying the same became less than the pain of change. So I didn't do anything. So what happened then was, whenever I finally looked at my glutes in the mirror and I realized the only way I was going to change them was to fill them up with muscle, because I'd seen Emily Sky's glutes and I was like, well, this is obviously what I need to do. Suddenly the pain of staying the same came up to here and the pain of change was down here. So like this. So I changed. I started going to the gym. And then I decided to train for a bikini competition because I loved the gym. My body was changing really quickly because the pain of staying the same became so great, forced me to change. Once I got into the momentum of it, then I was like, I really like this. And then I decided to train for a bikini competition. But let me tell you, there's a point to this very long-winded story about the prize money. There were very dark days during that prep. There were very dark days during that time. A prep is what you call the time between your two shows, right? So it can be the diet phase before your show, but I call prep like as soon as I finish one show when I'm training for the show the next year, I call that being on prep. So whenever you're on prep for a bodybuilding show, you go through some very dark times. You're overworked, you're tired, your body hurts, your muscles hurt, you're strict with your food. Whenever you're dieting, it is the hardest thing in the world. You want to eat. You feel so hard done by. You're starving most of the time. You're exhausted. You're always in the gym. Your family never see you. Like the pain of what you're doing becomes huge. So in the beginning, you're like, yeah, doing bodybuilding show, right? So sorry, the pain of doing bodybuilding show is here. And all of the work that you don't even know is coming is up here. So the pain of doing it is, sorry, no, other way around. The pain of not doing it is really high, and the pain of actually doing the work is very low because you don't know what it takes to do the work, right? So you're like, it's fine, it's easy. But then as you start to do the work, this pain starts to come up to here, right? This pain, you still want the show, right? This doesn't diminish, but this pain comes up and up and up and up and up. And this pain kind of hovers like here, just below this pain. And you consider giving up all the freaking time. Like every day you want to give up. Every day you want to eat. Every day you want to give in. Every single bloody day you want to give up. There has to be something at the end dangling bigger than you, which keeps you going through the hard times. And for me, it was the bikini competition. Every time I wanted to fall off the wagon, every time I wanted to eat, every time I wanted to go off diet, every time I wanted to let myself off training, every time I wanted to do it, I imagined myself on stage in a tiny sparkly thong. And I told everybody I was doing this and they were going to see the photos. And did I really want to be fat on stage? And we were probably going to stream it live because I was building my company at the time. And do I really want to look like an absolute dick on stage, right? This is what kept me going. So it kept me going through the hard times. And so I realized that the reason I'd always fallen off every diet or exercise or training program I'd done in the past is because there wasn't a big enough downside or a big enough upside. So the reason why I started creating cash competitions in the company was because I realized if I wanted these women to finish and to really get through this very, very hard thing I was asking them to do, there had to be a big, massive, juicy orange carrot at the end of it. So I started creating big cash prizes. And that's why our programs get such phenomenal results, because people stay on course for the cash prize. And that's why I started offering cash prizes, because not because I wanted people to love the money, but because there had to be a reason to keep going. But the last Extreme Body Makeover with the massive prize fund, the $100,000 first prize, actually nearly worked in reverse, right? It nearly destroyed us because people got so upset at not winning because it was a life-altering sum of money. And it was based on transformation. And people were like, they felt their transformation was better than some of the ones in the top 10. And they were angry and upset with the company that they weren't chosen because the carrot was so big and they could taste it and see it and smell it and feel it. And it almost hurt the company because of the bad feeling that existed, not in everyone, but in, afterwards. People were so disappointed at not winning. So I realized there's a sweet spot with the money, and the sweet spot is kind of $20,000 to $50,000. And that keeps people motivated. And if they lose, they feel upset, but they don't feel so upset because it's not a life altering sum of money we're offering. It's just something really, really nice, right? It's a really nice little bonus that you can get. Like 20,000 would be a game changer for a lot of people. I get that. But and the other reason why we raised the price for this, the last one was 297 for 6 months. The reason why we raised the price for this is because the more financially invested someone is, the more they've had to put a few things on the line or sacrifice for it, the harder you make it for someone to achieve, the more likely they are to follow through. If something is easy for someone and it's abundant and anyone can have it, they don't value it. So people don't value air until suddenly they don't have air. They're underwater. People don't value water until suddenly the water pipes burst and they don't have water. If we take things for granted that are easily available. And so whenever we raise the price of this to raise the caliber of customer, and the caliber of customer has been phenomenal. In the coaching group, we have been saying the caliber of customer inside that Facebook group is second to none. They are methodical, they are mindful, they are dedicated, they are asking intelligent, thoughtful questions. They are so dedicated to really achieving this body, and they're not in it for the money. The money is a nice bonus, but the women who've joined so far evidently are not in this program for the money. They are in this program for themselves, and it shows. It shows in every question they're asking, in every interaction in the group. It's genuinely, I think, probably the best group of women we've ever had. The 8-week body burn was pretty phenomenal too, because it was more expensive as well. It was a higher cost program, and we had 3 tiered levels. But just as an FYI, there were women who bought the 8-week body burn, and we had a 997 platinum option for that. And they bought an 8-week program for $997. Now, we did offer this program for free with it, but we never expected this one would be 997. We thought it would be 297 again. So whenever it came to it, I couldn't go back on the integrity of what I'd said. So we gave them the 997 program and all the bonuses for free. So there was like 100 women, I think. And it was 100 people in the last one. There's 100 women got this program for free. In fact, more than 100 women, I think, because we had an upgrade option, whatever. I think it was about 150 women got this program for free because they invested 997 in the last program. So anyway, sorry, I've gone off topic a wee bit. So what else have we got? Tabitha is saying that she's excited in the chance to win as an incentive keeps you going from weekly photos. Yeah, I think I'm glad that you think that, Tabitha. I think that too. It's fantastic. Would you consider offering a 50% discount on the program price to single mums? Honestly, I would love to, but here's the thing. If I offer it to single mums, I have to offer it to veterans, and then I have to offer it to disabled people, and I have to offer it to cancer survivors. And, you can't single out one group of women and exclude others. Unfortunately, I would love to. I would love the price of this program to be cheaper. I really genuinely would, because there are some people who I know would really attack it with gusto, but who just can't make the money. But let me tell you the other thing. And there are women in the program who have, actually going to keep that up for a minute. There are women in the program who genuinely have looked at every single tiny outgoing that they have and made cuts in so many areas to be able to afford this. And those women and we've been chatting with them in customer service, and they have been back and forth and really examined every single part of their finances to see how they can make this work. And then they've made a really considered decision and they purchased it. And those women are the ones who are going to get the best results, because they have made a very considered decision and they have sacrificed to have it. And those who sacrifice to have something usually value it more. And when you value something more, you will take care of it. And when you take care of it, you will get a better result. So that's part of the psychological pricing behind. That's part of the psychological reason behind the pricing as well. We do need to charge that much to provide that much coaching. And honestly, the program's worth so much more. Like, it's already at a 50% discount. This program on the 15th of April is going back up to 1997. So anyone who wants to purchase it after that date will have to pay 1997. And we will raise the price. We raised the price of the last program. We actually offered it for 297, and we raised the price back up to 997 on the start date, and it's never gone down from 997. So anyway, let me see what other questions we've got. Oh, there's a lot at the bottom. Okay. I will oh yes, and Maya is just, obviously people are asking about this. So if you purchased the platinum program and you purchased it on full price, then you got the over 40 program, not if you just purchased the body burn. It was the platinum body burn full price, then you got this one for free. Mavis is saying, oh yes, I don't know. Yes, if you invested 997 in the last challenge, you get this one for free. So if you have done that, then you would have received an email giving you this one for free. Yvonne is saying, what's the deadline for getting new program discounted price? It's April 15th. I think the program actually, I think we're closing the cart on April 8th, Monday, April 8th. I don't know why we've said 15th. I would need to look into it because the program officially starts 18th, but the cart closes on the 8th. So I may have got that wrong. So it's either the 8th or the 15th, but I'm pretty sure the cart closes April 8th. So it's probably 8th, and then we're raising it after that. But I do think we have 15th on the sale. You would think I would know, wouldn't you? We do have April 15th on the sales page. So it could be that there's always a few people want to join in the last week after we've closed the cart. So it's probably for that reason. Leticia, for signups today, are the original 24 bonuses still available? Well, I don't know if it's Leticia or Letitia. We are now 24 hours after the bonuses were made available. So the answer is no. Now my team are like, no, Kim, no. I'm always like, okay, so here's what I'll do. Anyone who signs up today, and I mean today, right? It's 8 p.m. here in the UK. So it has to be before midnight UK, which is in 4 hours. Anyone who signs up within the next 4 hours, I can write to Maya in customer service, so support@thesculptedvegan.com, and she will send you the bonuses. Okay? So the 24-hour bonuses. And people are like, what are the bonuses? So we had 4 different bonuses. We had one all about balancing your hormones for fat loss. We had the 6-pack plan, which was all about explaining why you can't get 6-pack abs, a whole plan for, eliminating fat around your belly. We had, the first one I think was called Heal Your Hormones. We had, I'm trying to even think of it, menopause supplements. That was another one that we had in there, all about supplements to manage your menopause, a very specific guide. And there was another one as well. It's called the Over 40s bundle. It was a really cracking bundle, right? It's 4 programs that I don't think we've released before, or maybe I think that we wrote them for another program or different programs, or whatever, but they're not available to purchase. But those were the 24-hour bonus. So anyone who signs up within the next 4 hours, Maya will send them to you. And you are welcome. I'm just trying to pull up any questions. So someone must have been asking about Ozempic. And this person's saying it's not a competition about building muscle. It's about overall transformation. So a large lady using Ozempic will have a huge transformation. So actually, Grace, this isn't true. It's not. This program, you are judged on how much muscle you've built. So transformation is yes, what we say overall transformation. But this program has a 3-month build program in it. So we are looking for muscle. And if you look at the top 10, even Elka, who came first, and Kerry, who came second, they built a huge amount of muscle because Kerry's legs were massive. Elka's shoulder, her back, the muscles in her back were insane. So we are actually judging on muscle as well. So I want to make that clear. This is not about fat loss. This is about overall transformation. So if somebody used Ozempic, doesn't matter, right? Because that's just a diet. So you have to show us the muscle that you built. And of course, we can't control if somebody's going to use Ozempic or not. Like, we can't control anything. But we do know what is possible within a short space of time or within a 6-month period. And so we would know if a transformation is viable or not. Yes, Maya, I did mean the original Extreme Body Makeover. There were a lot of upset people. You're right. Mavis, can you win multiple times? Do you try to pick someone different? No, it's we don't pick someone, right? Per month. It's actually done on like a roulette system. So not a roulette, it's like a wheel of fortune. So we put all of the names of the people who enter. And by the way, you have to, in order to enter the monthly competition, you have to submit 4 photos. You have to submit week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4 photos. So you have to actually take a photo every week with the sign that we send out. And that's the only way that you can actually put yourself forward for the competition. So not everyone will join. And also if you join using the $97 option, then you can't join the competition. So there's actually only a small amount of people will join every month. So you actually have an amazing chance of winning 10,000. Can I tell you, you have more chance in this program of winning $10,000 than you do of winning $100,000 in the last Extreme Body Makeover, or even getting into the top 10 in the last Extreme Body Makeover. You have more of a chance of winning $10,000 because you have 6 chances to win 10,000, and there won't be as many people entering the competition. We sold like 3,000 or something programs. I think 3,500 programs last time. This time we'll maybe sell 1,000, and so you'll only really have about 40, I would say about 40 to 50% of people enter the monthly competitions. So you're up against 400 to 500 people max 6 times to win $10,000, rather than being up against, how many people entered the last competition? 350. So you have 1 chance of winning against 350. This time, if even that amount of people enter, we normally only have 10%. I'm actually, because it's quite easy, I'm giving them a high number. If it follows the normal pattern of 10% of entering, we never have any more than 10% of people enter a program, then you're going to be up against 100 people a month to win $10,000. Like, it's shocking. You have a really, really good chance of winning. Okay, so let me just see if there is anything. No, so you must have just joined. Facebook user. The monthly winner is not the person who made the biggest transformation. It's a random pick out of the people who entered the 4 photos, because we couldn't judge on transformation because the first 3 months are a build. You're not, some people are doing a lean build or a lean build, so they're losing body fat. So we have 4 different types of build in this. We have the lean build, hard build, and hard build. So depending on where you are on the body fat scale, you will choose one of those 4 programs. So some people will be focusing primarily on losing body fat while building muscle, and some other people will be focusing on just eating massive and building muscle. So you couldn't actually judge people the same. And you couldn't really, someone might say, oh, I'm entering a lean build, but then, they might not be. And you wouldn't really know. You couldn't even judge. You couldn't even split it into 4 categories, because then you'd only be giving 2,500 per category if you judged 4 different categories on transformation. But it's very hard to judge muscle building on 1 month. And then also people would sacrifice building muscle because they would think they need to diet for the transformation. So it would work against us. Choosing people based on transformation each month would actually work against us, because people would diet and they wouldn't build muscle. So that's why you can't do monthly transformation photos in a build. You can only do them in a shred. Okay, I'll do one or 2 more quickly. Actually, just 2 more, I think. I'm on the fence of doing the 97 a month versus the other coaching. Long story short, you've posted my EBM transformation and said you don't know my name. Maribel, which I've kept up. I'm so excited to see you. Thank you so much for making yourself known to me. I'm now looking to push it to another level. I don't know if I should keep pushing the original EBM or utilize EBM 40. I'm 33, so no prize for me, and I've come to terms with that. Here's the thing, Maribel, you actually can win. You could the monthly transformation. So you can't win the transformation at the end, but you can actually enter the monthly competitions. The monthly competitions are for everyone. You don't have to be over 40 to enter the monthly competitions. So it really just depends. Like, you have the original one, you have everything you need. You've continued to push. You probably don't, you have, not probably don't, but you have everything you need to succeed. Okay. Do you need this program? No, you absolutely don't. You have everything you need to succeed. If, however, you get better results when you go through the program, or you do something with a group of women, if you get better results whenever you have access to coaching 24 hours a day, and Zoom coaching 3 times a week, and a Q&A call every week as well, so you have 4 coaching calls a week, if you do better when you have direct access to me in the Facebook groups, if you do better when you have that community support, then it's worth the money. And you can enter the monthly competitions, by the way, just FYI. But if you don't need all that extra support and you don't want the new, categories of the lean and the hard and the lean and the hard, if that's not important to you, by the way, this program has been completely revamped. It's not even the same. No workouts are the same. No cardios are the same. Like Laura's done home cardio options. The meal plans are all different. Everything's different. So, but if you don't want the newness and you don't need the coaching, then you do have everything you need to succeed. So it really just depends on what's going to keep you more motivated. And if you're like, no, I really love the coaching and I really love the group energy, then the motivation, then you should join. But if you don't need it, then it's probably not the right decision for you right now. And thank you so much again for letting me use your photos. I really appreciate it. I'm so happy that I now know your name, and so I can actually name you. So good. And this one is, Facebook is saying the accountability is definitely why I want to join the new Facebook group. So many people love the coaching and love the energy and love the group energy. Like, it really is just like having your best friends there. You build such a community, these women, and that's why we wanted to extend it to 9 months, not 6. So that's the other thing. After the program finishes, we're going to send everyone who sends in their finishing photos, we're going to personally calculate their macros and their calories, and we're going to send them a personalized plan after the program ends. So that's all part of it. And then you're going to move into a maintenance phase. So we've never offered that in any other program either. And to be honest, that would, if you could charge, some coaches are charging $997 just for that. And that's just like one little part of the program. So really is the best program we've ever launched. And I think I've done it. Okay, Lori, hi. She says, that was me, Lori. So good to see you, Lori. Thank you for being here. But the reason I think why we've gone like so over and above with this program is genuinely, I don't know if it's going to be our last. It won't be our last program. We will do maybe some other, shorter programs. And we're talking about rerunning old shreds and things, this year, because I don't have time to create anything new, because we are launching Only Fitness, my new company. And so I don't know if the Sculpted Vegan is going to exist in its current format. And I know it's not. In 12 months, the Sculpted Vegan, as it is now, will not exist. I'll tell you that now. I just don't know if we're going to continue to run shreds and competitions and things, to be honest. We may, but I don't know if we will. Depends on the success of Only Fitness. If it takes off and takes all our time, then that's where we're going to go. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here. This was so epic. Loved having all of you on here. And you have 4 hours to pick up the over 40 bonuses. Maya's here. She was telling everyone that she will send you the bonuses. If you sign up within the next 4 hours, I will honor the 24-hour bonuses that were 24 hours and went away after 24 hours. But if you don't, then unfortunately you'll miss them. If you take action, I'll take action for you. I will reward action with action. And if you don't decide to join at all and you're just hanging out here because you like hanging out with me, I'm honored. I love having you here. Hopefully we'll see you again, another program in the future. If you do feel that it's right for you, it's open until April 8th. You have until April 8th to join. And the price will rise back up to $1997 once this promo period is over. And I don't think we'll ever do another EBM, because I don't think we'll ever do another 6-month challenge. So this will be your last time to ever get in. So if it feels right for you, I hope you join. If it isn't your time, totally understand. But just want to say thank you so much for being here. And thank you for your time and your attention. Tara's asking, where can I read about Only Fitness? Go to onlyfitness.com. onlyfitness.com. There's a holding page there and you can just read a little bit more about it, but we're going to be launching later on in the year. Okay, guys, love you all so much. Thank you to my team for being here. Maya, I appreciate you being here. I'm not sure who else was here, but I appreciate that you were here, Maya. I really appreciate all the work that you put in to help support, the launch and the team and the company and customer service and all the customers. And we love you and you're awesome. Okay. Sending you a big kiss. Bye, guys. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll talk to you all soon.